When it comes to the things that men decide to do, I cannot justify it other than them being dumb as hell. Imagine being a man and you take an ideology that tells you that women have more benefits, women get more perks, women have a better life, women are born with all of this value. And in order to remedy that and overcome that, you're not going to be a good person. You're not going to do the things that women are actively asking of you, like learning how to be empathetic, picking up your slack when it comes to the domestic labor, communicating effectively, not sticking your dick in everything. Instead of deciding to do those things, you decide, well, since women have the value of beauty, well, then I'll just start to try to become more beautiful because as a man, that's what we care about. We care about beauty. Even though in the long list of things that women are naming, beauty is not one of those things that they're naming for what they're looking for in a man. But because I only can think without having empathy and without having my frame of mind taking into consideration what another person would want, I'm going to sit here and say, you want to know what? Then I'm going to enhance my beauty. So then I'm going to do something called looks maxing, where these people are over here fucking clenching their jaws. They're measuring their canthal tilt. They're measuring their philtrum. They're doing all of these measurements so that way they can maintain or create some symmetry in their face to enhance their beauty for them to get closer to getting a mate, as if that shit's gonna work. Then on that journey of looks maxing, then you have what's called transmaxing. Men take every single thing that has been created and they find a way to exploit it. Every single thing. I don't think that there is a single thing that has been created that men have just left untouched. Untouched, untethered, unbothered. Men stick their hands in any and everything that does not originally involve them. So then you have men that go from looks maxing, they go to transmaxing. So then they have if you can't beat them, join them. So because I can enhance my beauty as a man, but I know that women have beauty as a form of value, I'm just going to say fuck it, and I'm going to say fuck trying to become a good person. I'm going to say fuck trying to earn more money, increase my ambition. I'm going to say fuck my patriarchal conditioning. I'm going to say fuck going to therapy. I'm going to say fuck dealing with anything internal. And then I'm just going to transition into a woman, because then that'll just be the easiest way for me to get all the perks and all the benefits that women supposedly have. Because what these content creators that they watch, the manosphere and the pill people that they watch, they're not telling these people that women get paid less, women report getting essayed more, women report getting harassed more. That's what they're not telling these men. I say all that to say that men will literally do every single thing except the things that women are asking of them. Because as long as it's a man telling them to do it, it doesn't matter what a woman is asking. And because men are a little, they're a little delayed, okay? They're a little delayed. Like I always want to make that very clear. They're a little delayed. They don't understand that men and women don't look for the same things, and so what they're actually doing is they're projecting what they want onto a woman onto themselves, because in their brain they're the woman now. And I feel as though this transmaxing thing, it goes back to White Lotus with Sam Rockwell, when he was talking about how he was constantly sleeping with a ton of women, and he pretty much realized that he was so empty despite sleeping with so many women, because essentially he wanted to be a woman. He wanted to be a woman, and so then he started experimenting sexually I believe he said with men. Quote me if I'm wrong. Don't quote me because I haven't watched it in a while. But essentially, he started experimenting because he felt like he could live vicariously through a woman sexually by dealing with a man. So in his brain, it's like a psychological form of like transmaxing. If I cannot get the benefits and perks that you have as a woman because I'm a man, I have to figure out a way to artificially allow that to happen, because men keep creating this whole thing in their head that women are living the best life ever, when in reality, men are living the worst life ever because they are living up under patriarchy, which has them in prison. Patriarchy is nothing but a prison. And so men are looking at the fact that women don't have to live in a prison when it comes to how we express ourselves externally. And that's what men are mad about, because men get to have a lot of anger. They get to have a whole lot of rage. And it's just a polar opposite of the things that we can't do, except women don't complain about the things and the perks and the benefits that they don't have, because we know that nothing is going to change. Women are still going to get paid less. Women still have a pink tax on the products that are required of them. Like, not only just the ones that they're choosing to do, the products that are required of them, like menstrual products. There's an extra tax on that. And then you will get these men that they will call women, they will say, oh, well, women are the number one consumers, but then go do all the things to consume to become a woman. So when a woman actually does the things to make herself more beautiful, we are demonized for it and called consumers and called wasteful. And then the student debt is thrown in our face for no good fucking reason. But then it's the very same things that you're using to get closer to the beauty that we have. So when we do it, it's bad, but you all can be able to use it at your disposal when you realize that, oh, maybe my life would be a little bit easier if I was more beautiful. And then what happens is that these same men will then become women, and then they'll complain about the repercussions with said choice, because I find more and more videos of trans women that they're not doing it because they feel as though they're in a body that doesn't belong to them. They're not doing it because they want to feel closer to the person that they really truly identify with. No, they're just fucking doing it because they want to be able to get attention. They're just doing it because they want to feel validated. They're just doing it because they're tired of getting rejected. They're tired of feeling like a fucking nobody. And then when they realize, like, oh shit, there actually is a downside to this, and then these men end up getting sexually assaulted, like what women complain about. But when women complain about it, we tend to get silenced. We tend to not get believed. Then you will have these same individuals get pissed off and be like, well, I wish I would have known this. It is so crazy how men have no problem having themselves fall prey to what other men are telling them to do, when women have been saying this from the beginning of time, that, hey, these are the struggles that we are having, but no one wants to listen to us. Men will do everything possible to make sure that they don't listen to women, to give women what they want, while simultaneously doing the very same things to put them in the same predicament as women. It makes absolutely no fucking sense to me, which is why I'm always going to attribute it to men just not being there, because the time it would have taken for you to actually do the things necessary to be a good person, you would have fared out way better than doing all of this shit for your external to be different. Just for you to face a new set of repercussions that come along with that new found responsibility that you now have to uphold, because beauty is a responsibility, because it forces you to be seen more. And when you're seen more, there is a higher amount of responsibility and discernment that you must have.